All right. So yes, again, thank you for joining me. You get the first look at the new studio, and today we are going to look at registers, but we're going to look at it through the lens of onsets. So it should be a little easier to comprehend rather than all the crazy pedagogy we went over in the past. So this will be a little bit more chill of a warm up than we've been doing recently, and it should be pretty helpful. So let's start out. We're going to do our ragdoll to start out. So find yourself some nice space. I don't have a lot over here, so I'm going to do it seated, but you can also do it standing up. And you're just going to let your head come very heavy over your legs and the top of your head towards the floor. And then just let your arms hang, your elbows are heavy. Breathe in, spine slightly straightens. And let it go. Release the tension in the neck and shoulders. And do one more on your own. In. And let it out. And then just as you're ready, you can come on up to being seated or standing, or really just however you like it is fine for our group tonight. All right, so let's just start out as usual with a nice hum. So whichever octave is most comfortable to you. I'm going to take the lower one, so just humming. Start on the bottom. If you're getting a little stuck, you can do shoulder, 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 or just do kind of a running man. And breathe. Very, very nice. And now we're going to take that and gradually morph it to an ah, and then to an e. Try not to move the mouth when you go I, so it'll be I. Ready? And breathe. I. And try it real low. Ready? Nice and high, and yes, nice job. Now take that E and we'll go E. Whichever octave you're comfortable with, just make sure you set up the E that we just sort of created. Ready? E and breathe. E. E. Trouble sort of getting up to the tippy top with that, take this first note and make your E and then diminuendo it. Make it softer and softer and softer until most of the breath is out of it, like this. You should be able to hold it forever. So let's give that a try. Ready? And breathe. Now we start with that E and glide up into the exercise. Form the E and breathe. One more. Good job. Shake that out. Great, so you've already sort of had your first foray into registers in that way, because we started out fairly heavy, and then as we got higher, made it a little easier by getting you to kind of lighten up into a more heady, head-dominant way of singing. So a little more on that later, but you've already demonstrated that you are masters of the register shift. So let's work out our breath a little bit. We're going to form ooh and breathe in for a long inhale of 8. Ooh, and breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, release. Good. Let's go for 12. Ooh, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, release. And I'll try ooh for 16. Don't try this at home. Or maybe do try it at home. Ooh, and breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And release. Yeah, good job. So if you get to like 12 and you're totally full, then you just kind of hang out there. And that works on stretching everything out so you're used to not collapsing when you start to sing. Now, you don't really want to get that full when you breathe to sing. You just want to feel a little bit of a stretch. So we're going to work that on an ooh exercise. That goes like this. So I'll start down here. It's just going to go ooh. Form that ooh and then breathe. Ready? And ooh. Just for a little fun, try putting an H in front of it to make it who, like who are you? Who. Ready? And breathe. Who. 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 Yeah, really, really good job. So it's kind of like blowing over a bottle. If you ever tried that and you have an empty bottle and you blow over it, you don't really get a ooh, you get more of a ooh, ooh, ooh. So you sort of think of that type of a sound, puts you in a totally different, even higher register that can go even higher than where we were. So I'd like to work out both that register and a more heavy register. So let's start with this pattern. We're going to go on ah, ooh, ah. Now my jaw moved an awful lot. If you can keep your jaw a little more gradual than I did, that's great. And then if your ooh can have that Coke bottle blowing over feeling, ooh, ooh, that's the goal. So your ah, it's going to be fairly big and heavy. Ah, ooh, ah. Ready? And ah, ooh, ah. Extra punch, you can give it kind of a grunt on it, which we're going to call a glottal stroke. And what that just means is your vocal folds close, and then your air pushes through them. The more effort you give to the close, the bigger the grunt, and the more the air pushes through. So let's give a really sort of heavy grunt together. It's going to be like, oh! Everyone try that. Oh! One more time. Ready? And now, if that was like an effort level of 10, let's cut that in half and do like an effort level of 5. And we'll do it on an ah like we did before. So we're just going to do ah on like an effort level of 5. Ready? And ah. Good. Let's lower that down to maybe a 1 or a 2. Very, very light effort level. Ready? And ah. One more time. Ah. Good. So let's put that before our ah, that really light effort level. And we'll start here. So ah, or ah, ah, ooh, ah. Ready? And ah, ooh, ah. Ah, ooh, ah. Ah, ooh, ah. Last one. Yeah, really, really nice. We're going to contrast that. Now we're going to be cowboys or cowgirls or cow people, cow folks. And we're going to go on Yahoo-yah. And just see what that does. It's different than going ah-ooh-ah. So it'll be Yahoo-yah. Ready? And Yahoo-yah. 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 Last one. Yahoo-yah. Good. Everyone give me a big siren. Ooh-ah. Ready? And ooh-ah. Yeah, so you probably notice quite a difference when you're going ah and when you're going ya. So the ya was definitely more of a heady, lighter timbre, whinier timbre, and the ah was definitely sort of a heavier timbre. You could really feel the difference between that and the ooh. So now I want to combine those registers by doing our usual. So our long drawn out ooh to ah switch. Ready? Ooh and breathe. Now switch it. Ah ooh. Ah ooh. Ooh ah. Try Yahoo. Yahoo. Yeah, really, really cool. So we've just sort of combined those registers. Now I'd like to come back to our E vowel, and we'll do kind of the same thing we did before, where we took that E and decrescendoed it, but I want you to start with the Coke bottle feeling this time. So we're all going to kind of be in the same register unless you really want to jump down the octave. I'm going to go up the octave this time. So it'll be here or here if you want to, if you're tired tonight. So we'll be up here, going on he. So big he and diminuendo it until there's almost no air coming out. Ready? And he. Yeah, very good. Now I want you to say all like British, like you'd like a nice spot of T, T. Can you try that? Ready? And T. Yeah, very good. Now I want you to go like you're a kid going down a slide, and you go wee. Ready? And wee. Great. I want you to put one hand on your throat and see if you can get T and wee to feel about the same effort level here, even though I know there's a little something different going on. Ready? And T. Wee. All right, cool. Definitely a long burn process to not push the air at it to get that to happen. Wee. Wee. Because it's got to be a little kid, right? So that little kid bright sound is what we're going to work on now, and that's going to be on a nya, nasty vowel. Nya. Sorry, this is a little high for me. Let's try it down here. Nya, 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 nya. Ready? And breathe. Nya, 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 nya. 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 Last one. Nya, 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 nya. Good, everyone shake that out. Cool. So now using that same sort of setup for the mix, we're going to do it on an ah, but we're going to do it on this pattern. So it's just like ah. Everyone try that. Ready? And ah. Yeah, really awesome job. Try it one more time. Ready? 2, 3, and ah. Awesome. Now, there are two ways to come at this. One way is a chestier way, which you probably guessed it. You're going to want that kind of glottal. Ah, ah, that way. I know. that it seems pretty high for like a chesty thing, but go with me here. So you're gonna find that bright sound, and you're gonna add kind of a glottal, and you're gonna do what I call a vocal no-no, which is something that is kind of controversial. You're gonna look up to do it, and you're gonna act it like you've done this a billion times and you're really bored. So instead of just singing ah, you get the brightness, look up, and be bored. Ah, everyone try that. Ready? And go. Ah, good. We'll do like 2 more. So if you want to take it down the octave, go for it. Ready? 2, 3, and ah. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and ah. Yeah, so that's definitely getting above where you really want to be doing that. It's already an A flat, so pretty awesome job. Now we're going to go for the headier side, which to find that headier side, you're going to find that same ah, but let's find it again through a ha and decrescendo. So here we go. Ready? 2, 3, and ha. Good. We'll go super soft on it. Ready? 2, 3, and good. Now can you be the excited kid going down the slide who went wee, and you're gonna be like ah, and go ah. Ready? 2, 3, and ah. Yeah, awesome. So try it a little lower this time, and this time it's like you're whining to your mom. Ah, like I want my toy back. Ready? 2, 3, and ah. Cool. We'll jump around and try it a little higher since we're super heady, or you can take it down the octave. Ready? 2, 3, and ah. Last one. 2, 3, and ah. Awesome job. But you can't wait to hear how we're going to use that in a song. So if you remember, we from before we had that crazy high thing we had on engagement week at the beginning of February, and then now we have this one. So what are those snippets from? We'll find out next week. Invite your friends. It'll be amazing. Cool. Everyone, let's do a ragdoll to finish it out. So if you just let your head go towards the floor, elbows are heavy, shake the head no, nod the head yes, deep breath in, and release it all out. And you can come on right back up. Really beautiful job tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Awesome work. I'm here to chat if you want.